Welcome to the Hustle Wing podcast. Today we are joined by Simon Volker, and he's going to chat to us a little bit about his idea today. Thank you so much for joining, Simon. How are you doing
Izzy, I'm
today?
doing quite well. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. So, what is your service software?
Well, what I envision is a website that's been dedicated to comprehensively categorizing and showcasing the diverse offerings of bars. So it would start in New York, but basically could be very much scaled up towards the entire country and even a global process. This would include details such as what the average cost for a beer or a cocktail is, the availability of amenities like pool tables, darts, along with information on the game fees, leagues, and free pool nights, the presence of party rooms, and more. And essentially, I want you to think of this more as a really highly detailed version of a site like Yelp. And the kind of key feature is a really user-friendly onboarding process that is meant for bar owners to go ahead and create their profile quickly, input details and offerings, and upload really in-depth, high-quality multimedia content just within a matter of minutes, with this platform being optimized for mobile use, all while maintaining full functionality on computers.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I love the idea because, there's a lot of bars that have cool like pub nights and things like that. You're just not aware of them because you don't follow them on social media,
That's
for
exactly right.
example, or, you're just not a regular at
Right,
that
and I think that's the
place.
biggest problem with the whole bar scene. And I live in a town called Astoria. There's a huge bar scene there. I was born and raised in a town called Sunnyside. These are both in Queens. And there are local bars where, unless you're a regular there, you're not going to know a tenth of what they could actually do there. You're missing out on great opportunities to get out on a regular weeknight, on a weekend, go with your friends, actually do something for fun, and
Yeah.
meet people in the community. And it's just it's just a lack
Yeah.
of communication. So I really want a process or a product like this to go ahead and actually be something that not only bar owners can capitalize on, especially with the capabilities of doing some sort of targeted ad marketing, but also for the regulars who are looking for something
Yeah.
different to do than what they can find on a Tuesday night and they just go to their regular spot.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So how did you come up with the idea? So is it because that you frequent bars and you realized that you're not part of the inside crew, or how did you come up
Believe
with
it or
it?
not, I'm actually on a full team myself out of a bar in Astoria. And I'm trying to envision how
Okay.
can that bar league actually expand to be a bit more professional, to be a bit more inclusive of many of the other bars in the nearby area. It's a really close-knit community, and it's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but I wish it could be a bit
Yeah.
more traversive, and a lot more bars can be included as well. And there's really no way of actually finding bars with pool tables or with a free night on a Thursday or anything in terms of the amenities, the availability, who to contact, who to reach out to, unless you just start calling random places
Yeah.
one by one, which is a significant
Yeah.
time cost. And I'm looking on Yelp, for example,
Yeah.
and while they do have basic information, it's really not a lot of detail as far as how do you connect with them, how do you actually see what nights they have available, what are the other things you can do over there.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this day and age of technology and data and information, this is just something that really was just left on the ground floor. So I envision a way of actually bringing this into
Yeah.
the modern age.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, this would also help with people that are like new in the area and looking to make friends or, sort of those kinds of situations. Because I work remote, so I know that like it's very hard for me to make friends. And I've heard people like, the older you get, the harder it is to make friends and stuff. So it would really be helpful to know like and get to know people in the same spaces as you. Like they're the same areas, they could be working the same jobs, they could be, just have the same interests. The possibilities are truly endless.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's one of the things I really looked into when I moved into Astoria. Just finding a bar that was so close to my apartment and going there, actually meeting the bartenders, being the owner, bringing some of my actual longtime friends with me as well. And now all of a sudden it's a place where I can go to pretty often. And I'm learning a bit more about some of the other bars in the nearby area, especially the bars where there are rivalries
Yeah.
with this bar. And it's just a fun little community
Oh,
aspect to it. Nothing negative, nothing harmful, but just a
yeah.
nice
Yeah.
sense of
Yeah.
rivalry and camaraderie, especially in terms of food. So I wonder if there are other bars like that out
Yeah.
there. I wonder if there are other areas where only the people who live right in a 2 to 5 block radius know that this spot, and there are other little gems in certain neighborhoods. So to imagine something over a
Yeah.
5 year plan where now all these bars can be notated and actually recorded in the profile where a user can pull up an app on their phone. They go to the website and just say, I'm in
Yeah.
this neighborhood, I'm in this zip code, I'm in this intersection. What bars can I go
Yeah.
to on a Wednesday night? What can I do? How much am I looking to actually invest in terms
Yeah.
of drinks or in terms of paying for this? I have a great idea for a
Yeah.
game that I want to celebrate, but I need a central location. Maybe this bar with a quieter night on a Monday or Tuesday would be interested in having me and bring my friends around there just to drive some business to the bar. So it's a real win-win situation for both bar and for consumer as well. And I really think it's a lot of fun that can be had.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. So what are your biggest challenges at the moment to, that you're trying to come over to be able to launch your
Well,
service?
I am in customer success, which means I'm a pretty big idea and a pretty big strategy guy. But in terms of the technical resources,
Yeah.
I don't have that. So what I'm looking for right now is a really proficient web developer who doesn't necessarily need to be paid $1,000 an hour to go ahead and build something that's as user friendly as others is me. I'm looking for information about
Yeah.
branding, about website domains, about legal in terms of how to register this business and be protected under something like an LLC. And then the areas
Yeah.
that I just don't know that I don't know. I'm not necessarily. This is my first
Yeah.
time trying to start a business, so I'm sure that there's many different aspects and elements to it that I haven't even encountered yet. So trying to find a customer
Yeah.
success manager for me as a customer success manager might be something that I'd be very interested in.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. So then lastly, would you be open to collaborating with people within the community if they're interested, with your idea and would be hoping to help you sort of
I
launch
would
it?
love to be in communication with people who are interested in this. I think because of the nature of the bar scenes, right? This is always going to be a collaborative effort. There's always going to be that sense of community, camaraderie, working with others, having a good time,
Yeah.
and to bring something that's
Yeah.
run by a user for the user. If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Simon. I love the idea, I really do. And I wish you all the best in launching it. I can't wait to see it.
That's good. Thank you so much, Izzy.
Awesome.